we just come in and we just hit the ground running, usually with, I don't know, maybe...
Start some drums and some bass,
yeah,
get that
start
down.
the drums and bass.
And that's their expertise, and then Sean lays down some lead, I'll lay down some rhythm and acoustic, and then I'll go into the vocal. And we're recording at West Side Music, and it's an incredible, awesome studio, and it's truly the most welcoming and just professional environment in the world.
Yeah, I've never had a more positive recording experience than at West Side Music.
Literally, no one has stormed out, which is great.
I stormed out
as a joke. As a joke, you have, because we saw.
Have a diva moment.
We all opened up the door very quickly and ran outside because we saw a pack of 100 deer run through the lawn, and we all were like, "Take pictures!"
Okay, no. All right, you're right. Shut up.
We're the worst. We get distracted by the deer out there all the time.
They're cute!
They're adorable. And I have this running bit where I'll take a picture and then I'll edit it all weird and I'll be like, it's my new NFT. And then I go do that. I want to post one on Instagram and be like, new NFT line. And then I was like, no, because I don't want people to think I'm actually serious.
Essentially, come in and we start working, and we keep working throughout the day, but we just get more and more unhinged as the day goes on.
And more sidetracked, as you can tell.
But we get shit done.
Yeah, it's great. It's honestly great. It's the most amazing environment because everybody laughs at my jokes, despite if we're actively working on something, and it's great. I crave external validation, so it's really great that I'll make a joke and everyone literally is just bent over laughing, and
even if I don't want to,
even if you don't want to, it's still hilarious.
It's funny. I can't not laugh if it's funny, and it's
But yeah, we have a lot of inside jokes that have come out of this recording session so far. I'm trying to stack them all up.
No more.
Sorry. Anyway, we should probably get ourselves back on track. I'm just so excited to be here, truly. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, like I said, thank you for being on the show, and that's awesome because you guys are, despite the past that you have together, this whole experience, you're creating this this brotherhood, and you're gonna have this familial relationship and just this whole bonding experience. And so that's awesome because some of the other artists and bands that I've dealt with, because of the quarantine, especially being in Italy, everybody is just all over the country, so they've recorded albums through Zoom. So
wow.
The fact that you guys are able to have this experience, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we formed, I'm gonna say 7 or 8 months ago as an official group. And I was living in New York full time. I was making my Broadway debut, and then COVID shut Broadway down.
Right.
And I moved back home, and I started writing music, and I was just kind of let's just see what happens. And then one thing led to another, led to a heartbreak, led to a million other things, and now we're here. And I'm honestly if I could go back in time and change anything, I wouldn't.
Right.
Because it definitely sucked that, all of Broadway got shut down, but, it led to the person that I am today, and it's remarkable. And,
Yeah, one of the things Bailey always says is, this band is we are a band of brothers, which is so true.
Yeah, literally. We're literally the outsiders.
Yeah, and and every oh my god, because me and Bailey are in college right now, and just Zoom University wasn't fun for anyone.
Yeah.
That was extremely amplified by the fact that we're both in art school. We go to school for acting. You can't really act the scene with someone over Zoom or anything like that. So just, as much as COVID was awful, and it truly was.
It truly was awful. Like,
It did, in a weird, fucked up twist of events, lead to the formation of this band. And I don't know, I've never had an experience like this before, where people know who we are and want us to play shows.
Yeah.
And, like we're recording at West Side Music, and it's just super. I'm super grateful for the opportunity that's kind of led to this.
I think this is finally the light at the end of the tunnel.
It feels like that.
Well,
definitely.
and we've all. I would be kicking myself if I didn't say to everybody listening, go get vaxxed and boosted, and
Please.
It's time to. We have to do our part. We're all vaccinated and boosted, and trust science and believe scientists and all that, and we've all done that. So it's amazing that despite all of these things, we're still able to create something beautiful.
And we've been fortunate enough to be able to play live shows and get our name out there more.
Yeah. Because of
getting back. So please,
Right.
get vaxxed.
Take care of each other.
Take care of each other. Take care of
Literally. It's it's as much as we are a group of brothers, like really the entire earthly population is.
Mm-hmm.
So we all need to look out for each other and support one another in times of crisis and all that. So yeah, not to make it too emo.
No, I totally understand. So, I'm a massage therapist. So, when COVID happened, I was essentially out of a job for quite some time, which is where this came out of. But, it's wild, but it's so awesome that you guys are able to play live shows, because a lot of places, like I said, I deal with a lot of Italian artists, they're still not able to do live shows. But speaking of live shows, so you guys have how many coming up?
We have 3 on the books right now. We got 1 this coming Thursday.
Yeah, we're playing at the Red Room in New York this Thursday at 9:30, March 10th at 9:30. And then we're playing on April 9th with Chaz Kiss at New Old Rock Deli in New York. And then we actually just booked our first festival.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're playing at the Launch Music Festival Conference in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is my hometown, Bailey's hometown. So it's kind of serendipitous that we're having our first really big exposure show be
right at home.
Be right at home.
And when is that one?
That's on April 15th.
Oh, yeah. So I looked up the calendar. I'm going to be in New York that weekend. So I can't come to your show.
Literally. Oh.
Yeah.
Literally.
Because it's Easter. It's Easter weekend, and so I'm going.
Oh my God, it is!
I'm going home to New York.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You can tell we've been working very hard, because we don't know any dates of holidays.
Well, I'm also.
We don't even know. Well, yeah, you're.
Well, I'm Jewish, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
You're forgiven.
Yeah, sorry that I didn't know when Easter was, guys. Well, fun story. Easter Sunday, however many years ago, I think it was 5 or 6, I got into a really bad bike accident.
Oh, yes.
Because, we like I said, my family is Jewish, so we don't celebrate Easter, and we were like, well, what should we do? Let's be healthy, and we'll go for a family bike ride.
See what being healthy got to you.
Yeah, and I fell off a 20-foot cliff.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I got a traumatic brain injury, and I was a 4-season lacrosse player, and they were like, you can't play lacrosse anymore, because if you get hit in the head again, you're not going to be okay.
Oh wow.
But on my way, through my recovery, I was realizing that I was hearing things differently, and I was like, what's going on? And then I heard a siren, and I was like, that was a C sharp. What? So my concussion actually gave me perfect pitch.
Wow.
Yeah, something in my brain got jolted and it gave me perfect pitch. Like somebody could be like, sing an A and I'll be like, ah! Like it's really easy for me. But that's really where my music side came from, was from that accident. So I guess I just have a habit of, good things coming out of,
Terrible situations.
Terrible situations. And, then I started acting, and I did, I've been doing theater since I was 14, 15.
A wee baby.
A wee babette. And then, I was lucky enough to meet my agent, Nancy, and meet my manager, Laura. And then I wound up on Broadway, which is crazy. And to all the Sing Street guys listening, hi, I love you, and I miss you, and I cannot wait to see you soon.
And you ended up here.
And now I'm here. Yeah, and it's honestly just like, I could not have asked for a better, trajectory. It's crazy, and my parents are my best friends, so I'm so thankful for them for, deciding that their son should be in a punk band. It's great. It's awesome. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to talk about myself.
No, you're absolutely fine.
I heard Easter, and it was like, oh, PTSD. That's fun.
But right now, those are the live shows that we have. This is coming Thursday, March 9th, April 9th, and then April 15th, with more on the way.
Oh, there are a lot more coming.
We have got
we have a lot of stuff up in the air.
So many
now.
people come to us and be like, "Hey, can you perform here?" And we're like, "I guess." So
yeah,
I guess we can.
Are we free? I guess we can do it. Yeah, sure.
Literally, yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, it's wild. But yeah, sorry to be talking so much,
You're
guys.
chill, bro.
So now, Max, okay, let me backpedal a little bit. So with your Broadway show, is it like coming back on like stage? Like, are you going to be performing in it again soon?
I actually don't know as of yet.
Okay.
Because we've all definitely gotten older since it's happened, since COVID happened. It's been 2 years, but I'm still considered the original Broadway cast, which is really cool.
It's really cool.
Regardless of if I'm still in the show or not, I'm still, original Broadway cast, originating the role of Darren in Sing Street on Broadway. And I sang on the original cast album. So, if things don't go the way I want it to, I wish nothing but the best for the show, and I totally understand because, I am a 6'2", 19-year-old after all. So
fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully it goes in the direction we want it to.
Yeah. So, one more thing about Broadway, and then we'll move on. How would you compare that whole experience to the experience of My Ex-Girlfriend's Ex-Boyfriend?
Honestly, very, very similar. So I was always kind of like somebody that has the mentality of, keep your expectations low so you don't get disappointed and you're always just pleasantly surprised, which is borderline pessimistic, but, it's just my way of outlook on life. And I am an optimist, true and true.
Very true.
Very true. And being in theater at such a young age, I was like, yeah, like that'll never happen to me. And then it happened, and I was pleasantly surprised. And I was like, holy fuck, this is crazy. I was meeting like all of my Broadway idols and stuff, and now, same thing. We started this band, and I was like, yeah, like we probably won't, like hit it big or whatever. And now it's like starting to happen, and I'm like, oh, shit, yeah. And like, it's cool too, because we have such a crossover between Broadway and our music, because our song Phantom I wrote because I'm obsessed with the Phantom of the Opera show. Like, I'm obsessed.
Tell them how many times you've seen the show.
Well, I keep winning the Broadway ticket lottery, so I go and see Phantom about once a week, and I've seen it about 30 times.
Wow!
it is